I'm not sure if any of you know Maxine Waters, Representative Maxine Waters. She is a congresswoman, and, well, to be honest with you, even though she hails from the state that I come from, she represents the 43rd District, which I honestly don't even know where that is in California because I don't give a shit about California. However, I do give a shit about people who represent me in Congress, and this woman has continuously acted like a child just about every time I've seen a clip of her. Before, there was a clip about her yelling at a woman that she met in public, but now we're going to take a look at how she acts in the professional world. Take a look.
I was going to answer that.
Just please go straight to the answer.
Mr. Chairman, I thought when you read the rules, you acknowledged that I shouldn't be interrupted and that I would have
reclaiming my time. What he failed to tell you was when you're on my time, I can reclaim it. He left that out, so I'm reclaiming my time. Please, will you respond to the question of why I did not get a response, me and my colleagues, to the May 23rd letter?
Well, I was going to tell you my response.
Just tell me.
Okay. So first of all, okay, let me just say that the Department of Treasury has cooperated extensively with the Senate Intel Committee, with the House Intel Committee, with the Senate Judiciary Committee.
Reclaiming my time.
Okay.
Reclaiming my time.
Mr. Secretary, the time belongs to the gentlelady from California.
Perhaps, Mr. Chairman, I don't understand the rules because I thought I was allowed to answer questions.
Reclaiming my time. Would you please explain the rules and do not take that away from my time?
We will give the gentlelady adequate time. So what I read, Mr. Secretary, were statements of the ranking member and Democratic colleagues on how administration witnesses should be treated, not necessarily the way they will be treated. So the time belongs to the gentlelady from California, but I assure you majority members will allow you to answer the question when it is our time.
Okay, so what I was saying is that we have provided substantial information. We believe there's significant overlap. And matter of fact, I would say that we spoke to your Chief Oversight Counsel yesterday. We have been responsive, and we are trying to coordinate with you the response, and we've suggested that you get the information through the other committees. But I would like to emphasize we believe we've been very responsive.
Reclaiming my time.
And we'll continue to do so.
Thank you very much. You left a message yesterday, or someone on staff left a message.
No, we didn't leave a message.
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
Counsel.
Reclaiming my time. You did not respond. You left a message. Let us keep going.
I'm willing to bet you're asking yourself, how many times did she say reclaiming my time? 13. 13 times in about 2 minutes, she said reclaiming my time, or rather interrupted a man who was trying to answer her question, saying reclaiming my time, reclaiming my time. And maybe there's something I don't know in Congress. Maybe that is code for shut the fuck up. I don't exactly get it. However, this behavior of hers is incredibly childish. When Maxine Waters talks about how childish and unprofessional Trump is, she goes and tries to top it. Say what you want about Donald Trump, I've never seen him act like that. Ask somebody a question and then interrupt them over and over and over again, seemingly in an attempt to frustrate them. And perhaps he wasn't answering her question the way she liked, and there's some sort of method to what she was doing. I won't pretend to be a genius on the matter, but I saw this and I couldn't be more ashamed that this person is a representative in my state. Reading up a little bit about Maxine Waters, apparently she approved of the LA riots, which dealt out over $1 billion worth of property damage. Apparently, she saw that as being, quote, a milestone in the history of black people demanding justice. These were people who had been basically forgotten, and because of Rodney King's beating and the current emotion that was stirring in that, it was like people were saying, we're here, you can't do this to us, look at what you're doing, look at how you've been. So it was a defining moment in this country, and I think a defining moment in the way that black people resisted. What I tried to do was take it out of the discussion of these are just no good, crazy, rioting people, and talk about what I call an insurrection, which made a lot of white people mad. I wonder what Maxine Waters has to say about the person who had their face completely demolished by a cinder block after they were dragged from their truck by these LA rioters. This is the soft bigotry of low expectations. She essentially said that black Americans can't show their disdain in any other way. They can't protest. They can't organize. They can't go vote. They need to destroy public property and private property and damn near murder a few people. Well, because I'm a fucking white cisgendered male who will not check his fucking privilege, I'm not allowed to go out and commit violence against people and call it a political movement. Because of this, I went to reach out to Maxine Waters and her office directly. But apparently, they check your zip code. You're only allowed to contact them if you're a member of the district for which she resides. That means if she doesn't directly represent you, she doesn't give a shit about what you think. It's also very likely that she doesn't give a shit about your opinion, even if you do reside in her district and are graced with the privilege of being able to send an email to her office. According to her Wikipedia page, there were some allegations of her using her connections from Washington to help jumpstart her son and daughter's businesses. Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington named Waters to its list of corrupt members of Congress in its 2005, 2006, 2019, and 2011 reports. She was accused of using her position to prevail upon officials to meet with One United Bank without disclosing that she and her husband had significant stock holdings in the company. Since she was on the Financial Services Committee, she largely had the role of determining where TARP funds would go. $12 million in TARP funds went to One United without her ever disclosing that she had financial stake at the company. Citizens Against Government Waste named her the June 2009 Porker of the Month due to her intention to obtain an earmark for the Maxine Waters Employment Preparation Center. In 2010, Waters came under investigation for ethics violations and was accused by a House panel of at least one ethics violation related to her efforts to help One United Bank receive federal aid. Waters' husband is a stockholder and former director of One United Bank, and the bank's executives were major contributors to her campaigns. In September 2008, Waters arranged meetings between U.S. Treasury Department officials and One United Bank so that the bank could plead for federal cash. It had been heavily invested in Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, and its capital was all but wiped out after the U.S. government took them over. The bank received $12 million in TARP funds. The matter was investigated by the House Ethics Committee, which charged her with violations of the House Ethic Rules in 2010. On September 21, 2012, the House Ethics Committee completed a report clearing Waters of all ethics charges after nearly 3 years of investigation. Well, that's about all the time I'm going to dedicate to this crazy woman. Hopefully she won't be in power for all that much longer. Let me know what you think about this woman and her unprofessional and childish behavior in the description below. And if you have anything to add, let me know what you guys think. But at this point, I've been working on this video for long enough, so I think it's about time to reclaim my time.